New tonight, the body of a Milwaukee man who went missing on Lake Monona has been found. We spoke to the victim's family members about the tragedy. Plus, Republican gubernatorial candidates take the stage for a debate before the primary election in a few weeks. And we're following the latest out of California as the Oak Fire continues to spread, forcing thousands to evacuate their homes. That's all coming up at 5:30. And new at 5:30, the body of a Milwaukee man who went missing on Lake Monona has been found. Dane County Sheriff's deputies say the man fell overboard after his boat hit a swell and turned sharply. Family have identified the victim as 74-year-old Willie Gene Colbert. The man's younger brother was there as search teams brought Colbert to shore. He says he made the trip from Milwaukee to help bring the fisherman home.
I'm hurt. I'm sad. I've lost a brother, someone that I done spent 72 years of my life with.
He also says he is finding comfort knowing Willie died doing what he loved. 2 other people were on board at the time of the accident who were able to make it to shore safely. Coming up at 10, we'll have more from one of the passengers and a longtime friend of Willie. And Kenosha County deputies are investigating after a young teen drowned at a campground. Deputies arrived at Happy Acres Campground around 8:30 last night, where they met the teen's mother. She told them her 14-year-old son was last seen near a pond on the property earlier that evening. Deputies checked the pond and entire campground, but could not find the teen. First responders resumed searching the lake this morning using sonar technology and eventually found the teen's body. All right, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canelti has your latest forecast. A much calmer day today, right, Gary?
Certainly was. Yesterday was stormy. We had a couple of waves of storms come through, one overnight that caused some damage across southern Wisconsin. But now things are starting to calm down as a cold front has moved through, actually a second cold front coming through, and that's lowering the humidity. You can see how the skies are clearing out on visible cloud track. Right now, just a few light showers up in far northern Wisconsin and upper Michigan. Otherwise, dry weather across the upper portion of the Midwest. High temperatures today, lower 80s, but with the drop in the humidity, it felt a lot nicer. Still, temperatures are in the lower to middle 80s. 81 right now, Madison, 84 in Janesville. But notice to the north and west, temperatures already in the 70s, and those dew points are dropping. Yesterday, they were in the 70s. Now, Madison has dropped to the upper 50s. Janesville still at 63 degrees, but we'll see those dew points continue to drop. That will lead to a cooler night tonight. Low temperature dropping off to about 56 degrees. Tomorrow should be partly sunny and a nice day overall with a high temperature of 77 degrees. In fact, much of the upcoming week will be dry. I'll tell you any chance for rain that we have the next 7 days in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Gary. Well, if you're looking for some family fun tonight, the Monona Terrace is celebrating its 25th anniversary. Wisconsin women hosts Lee Ecker and Janet Christen are live at the celebration. They join us now with all you need to know.
And welcome into the Monona Terrace. Janet and I are so excited to be here for the 25th anniversary celebration. There's so much that's going to be happening tonight. It's going to be a night full of fun activities and, of course, some food for you as well. So it's the 25th anniversary. Things are just getting started, as you may see. It opens up at 5:30. We're here till 9:45, so we can't wait to get that all in those few hours. But I just wanted to talk to Janet quick about the history of Monona Terrace. Janet, can you give us a little rundown on that?
Sure can. I think most of us know that the Monona Terrace was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, a Wisconsin native, actually born in Richland Center. I thought that was kind of neat. So he had a dream of a civic center, be a gathering place, and a link from the lake shore here on Lake Monona down to the Capitol. It took many years since that 60 years, I think, of debate and starts and stops before his vision became a reality. And so here we are at the Monona Terrace celebrating the 25th. And so can you. The doors are open now. There's free music, free cupcakes, free ice cream. Lee, tell us a little bit about the music we can expect.
Oh my gosh. So to start it all off, we're going to have the Extra Crispy Brass Band. So they're starting right at 5:30. And then there's a performance right after that with the Dynamic Badurettes. And they're awesome. They are absolutely awesome. You will get a kick out of them for sure.
There's much more music, too, starting at 7 and 8 o'clock, 8:30. Don't want you to miss, though, 9:30 is the drone light show. That's going to be something really amazing. I've never seen one before. Have you, Lee?
No, I haven't, so I'm excited about that. You guys have to stop down. You have plenty of time to stop in. Again, it's free. You'll love it. Say hi to Janet and I, and we'll see you again after the break.
Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you both. And meanwhile, Wisconsin's primary election is a little more than 2 weeks away, but tonight, 3 Republican candidates looking to unseat Governor Tony Evers take the stage for a televised debate. Those candidates are construction executive Tim Michaels, former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Clayfish, and State Representative Tim Ramthun of Campbell Sport. A recent Marquette Law poll showed Michaels earning 27% of the vote, with Clayfish earning 26% and Ramthun earning just 3%. The debate starts at 6 o'clock, and we'll have highlights tonight at 10. And police and fire crews are investigating after a garage fire destroyed a home in Baraboo. First responders were sent to a home on the 600 block of Ash Street just after 5:20 this morning. They arrived to find flames spreading up the side of the 2-story home next to a carport that was also on fire. A neighbor who saw the fire notified the homeowners, who were able to evacuate. No one was injured. Investigators say the home and carport are a total loss. The Salvation Army is working with the homeowners. And meanwhile, a Madison family was forced to leave their home after their apartment caught fire. It happened on the 400 block of Walbridge Avenue just before 7 last night. Firefighters were able to put out the fire, but the unit was badly damaged. No one was injured in the fire. 2 people are now displaced and are being helped by the Red Cross. It's unclear what caused that fire. And another apartment fire in Madison left 1 person displaced. Crews were sent to the 2300 block of Badger Parkway around 5:15 this morning. The building was evacuated and ventilated after hallways filled with smoke. The Red Cross is also helping the renter whose apartment was badly damaged in that fire. No injuries were reported. And a Florida teen was taken into custody after he held 6 people, including children, hostage. Investigators are still trying to figure out what led to that incident. They say the 15-year-old was armed and did not live at the home. His connection to the hostage victims is also unclear.
My understanding is he has a lengthy criminal record. This is not our first, I can tell you, it's definitely not our first interaction with him.
Police say the teen had numerous outstanding custody orders out against him, and he will likely be charged with false imprisonment. And Martha Stewart says 6 of her beloved pet peacocks were killed by a pack of coyotes. The businesswoman and TV personality took to social media to mourn the peacocks. She said a group of large and aggressive coyotes attacked them in broad daylight. Stewart says after the attack, she will be taking further measures to protect her animals, including enclosing her yard with wire fencing. And the U.S. and EU are condemning Russia for the attack on the Ukrainian port city of Odessa on Saturday. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the attack casts, quote, serious doubt on Russian commitment to the grain deal signed just yesterday. President Zelensky further described the missile strikes as a, quote, blow to Russia's political positions. However, the Ukrainian military was quoted saying damage from the missiles was not significant. Preparations are continuing to restart grain exports from the Black Sea in order to ease global food shortages. And today marks 5 years since Russia invaded Ukraine, forcing millions to flee the country, 5 months rather. Many have made their way to America, and now one Pennsylvania woman is helping them adapt. Nadisha Pribushik grew up in Ukraine but moved to the U.S. about 10 years ago. She says she understands moving to a new country can be scary, especially if you don't speak the language. Even though Nadia came to the country under different circumstances, she wants to give refugees who are resettling the confidence she didn't have. So she's teaching an English class through her church.
I decided that I have something that I can share with people. My English is not perfect, but anyway, I know a little more than them. Why don't I share?
Dozens of refugees have joined the class in person and via Zoom. Nadia says she's never taught a class before, but it's something she enjoys doing that could make someone else's life just a little bit better. All right, next year at 5:30, Consumer Report shares the best sunscreens to use this summer.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
Got my hair, got my head.
Introducing new One-A-Day Multi-Plus, a complete multivitamin, plus an extra boost of support for your immunity, brain, and hair, skin, and nails. New One-A-Day Multi-Plus.
Is this the new phone?
Yeah.
With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free.
Are you actually texting them?
I don't know. I just thought I would just...
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
It seems wherever you call these days, nobody has what you need. There's a shortage of this, there's a shortage of that, but not here at Precision. Look around, we have thousands of parts in the warehouse to fix your garage door, so you don't have to wait.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Outlaw. That's what can happen because of the Supreme Court, and Ron Johnson's with them. The Supreme Court's decision ended abortion services in Wisconsin, and Ron Johnson supported the decision, making it illegal in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. Doctors can be prosecuted, a woman's right to choose criminalized. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Ron Johnson's not for us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Well, no matter how or when you're spending time outside, it's important to wear sunscreen, but how do you know which is best? Sunscreen labels can be confusing, which is why Consumer Reports is here to help decode those tubes and bottles so you protect your skin.
Scan a sunscreen bottle and your head may spin from all the different labels. SPF, Sport, Reef Safe are among the more common. But what do they all mean? Labels that are most important, broad spectrum.
Broad spectrum means that a sunscreen will protect against both UVA rays, which are responsible for skin cancer and skin aging, and UVB rays, which are responsible for sunburn and contribute to skin cancer.
Also important, SPF, which stands for Sun Protection Factor, and is a measure of how well a sunscreen protects against sunburn. But what do the different numbers next to it mean? An SPF 100 does not provide twice as much protection as an SPF 50. Instead, SPF 100 blocks 99% of the sun's burning UVB rays, while SPF 50 blocks 98% and SPF 30 blocks 97%. Sunscreens labeled water-resistant means it remains effective for the time stated on the bottle when you're swimming or sweating. Now, take terms like Reef Safe and Sport. Neither is a regulated term. Same goes for dermatologist tested.
Some of the labels on sunscreen are just for marketing purposes, and they may not mean what you think they do.
Remember that no matter what sunscreen you choose, what really matters is how you apply it. For lotions, you should use about a teaspoon per body part or area not covered by clothing. And for sprays, apply enough that your skin glistens, then rub it in. This is David Fazekas.
Now, one chemical some worry about is oxybenzone, and you might actually see sunscreens labeled no oxybenzone, but Consumer Reports says many sunscreens have in fact been reformulated to no longer contain the chemical. All right, coming up next, the Oak Fire in California forces thousands to evacuate. Plus, Gary has your latest forecast when we come back.
Monday, a recreation area right here in the 608 turns 50 with a bang. How you can join the party and answer our question of the day for a chance to win Restaurant Week bucks.
Plus, when does the rain return to southern Wisconsin? That's Monday morning from 4:30 to 7.
What do you do when it's time to get the crew back together? You book it. And then you wine it, and then you dine it, and then you hike it. Whatever your reason, book direct at choicehotels.com.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
You heard the Jingle Man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
No
No job's too big, no job's too small. We'll fix them all.
Fixing broken garage doors, that's all we do here at Precision.
We support the military.
We're proud to be veteran-owned and operated. Whether it's a broken spring or a new door, we've got you covered.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
As owner of Wisconsin's largest construction company, I have a blueprint, a plan for every project. So here's mine for Wisconsin. I'll stand up to the radical left and their socialist agenda. We'll back the blue and get tough on violent crime. Bad guys, they're not gonna like me. I'll crack down on election fraud and keep schools open 5 days a week, no matter what Fauci says. I'm Tim Michaels, and that's my plan. Now let's get to work.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
The Oak Fire continues to burn through parts of California's Mariposa County near Yosemite National Park. Fire crews say the wildfire has nearly doubled in size overnight, burning nearly 12,000 acres. About 6,000 people have been ordered to evacuate as crews struggle to contain that fire.
This is the first time ever in my life being evacuated, so this is kind of different. You know, a lot of anxiety. Well, the main thing was family and our pets. Everything else is replaceable, and that's what what I care about.
0% of that fire has been contained. And from coast to coast, 85 million Americans are sweltering under excessive heat warnings or advisories this weekend. Some parts of the Northeast hitting record-breaking temperatures in a nearly week-long heat wave. Boston's triathlon was postponed until August and Sunday as the city hit a new record high. New York, New Jersey also broke a heat record. On the West Coast, an explosive wildfire near Yosemite National Park has forced the evacuation of thousands of residents. The fire has consumed more than 22 square miles of forest land and is 0% contained.
Everything that's burning in the fire is extremely dry. California has been dry the last few years and has gotten drier.
Crews say the drought, along with continued high temperatures and low humidity, are hampering firefighting efforts. And severe thunderstorms downed trees and flooded roads in La Crosse yesterday. People were seen directing traffic away from flood areas. Others could be seen trying to clear storm drains to help the water recede. In the southern part of the city, large branches fell off of 2 trees and onto a family's house. All right, well, what can we expect this week? Gary Canalti joins us now with the latest.
Well, we packed a lot of severe weather in the last 48 hours, and we weren't alone in seeing this severe weather. The storm started up in the Dakotas. One batch moved just south of Wisconsin into far northern Illinois early in the day yesterday. Then we had a second round of storms move mainly north of Madison, and then the third round just kind of came through between about 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning, but those storms continued on toward the south and east all the way down to the Atlantic coast. Closer to home, you can see these are all the severe weather reports. These are wind reports. The blue reports are hail. In the La Crosse area, they had an 81-mile-an-hour wind gust at the airport, quite a bit of tree and power line damage. Also, as those storms moved through the northern parts of our viewing area, up in Green Lake and Campground there, they had some wind damage. And then the second round of storms that came through between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning, basically a fast-moving squall line of storms, brought 65-mile-an-hour winds to Sun Prairie, multiple trees and power lines down around Fort Atkinson, same thing around Rui. So again, these storms just kind of swept through almost all of southern Wisconsin at some point during the day yesterday. And also, they brought a couple of rounds of heavy rain. Again, the first batch north of Madison, a general 2 to 4 inch rainfall and perhaps as much as 4 or 5 inches of rain as you got into parts of Dodge County and into areas closer to Lake Michigan. About 2 to 4 inches of rain east of Dane County, and then a general 1 to 2 inch rain across much of southern Wisconsin, some heavier amounts west of Prairie du Chien into northeastern Iowa. But things have really settled down. Not much showing up on Doppler radar. Just a few light showers in far northern Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan. And now looking ahead, rain we don't have a lot of rain in the forecast, just a little bit Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. The computer models show probably no more than 1/4 of an inch of rain from that. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday should be dry, so not seeing any rain from there. Next chance of rain comes early next week as humidity levels come up. And even then, the better chances of storms will be up in the northern and southern portions of the Midwest. So we're not going to see much in the way of rain from that. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Look for a nice day tomorrow. High temperatures in the upper 70s. Again, with the lower humidities, it'll feel pretty comfortable. Tomorrow, or Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures will be in the lower 80s. Again, that thunderstorm chance Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, and then that dry weather with pleasant conditions from Thursday through next weekend. Temperatures right now, very comfortable where we are, upper 70s and lower 80s. The triple-digit heat down to the south across parts of southern Missouri and southern Kansas. Dew point temperatures in the mid-70s, even as far north as central Illinois, and heat index readings approaching 110 degrees in St. Louis. And again, not only is the heat in the southern part of the Midwest, but it extends all the way up the East Coast as well into New England, and that will continue for tomorrow. Around here, closer to home, a pretty nice day for tomorrow. Partly sunny skies, pleasant high temperature at 77. Those dew point temperatures already in the 50s, so it'll feel pretty comfortable. The 7 to 10 day forecast, 81 Tuesday and Wednesday. Chance for a thunderstorm Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. Then the humidity drops again. Dry weather with highs in the upper 70s for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's the kind of forecast you like to see as you end July and go into August. Of course, August starts with a little more humidity, maybe some thunderstorm chances late Monday into Tuesday of next week. By midweek, we'll be in the mid-80s, and we'll be talking heat index readings back into the lower 90s.
That's, you know, after the week we've had, I really, this is
we need
very
some time to settle down.
Exactly. All right, Gary, thank you so much.
Sure.
And teens whose families do not have health insurance will be able to get free sports physicals next month. The Access Community Health Center in Madison will be holding the physicals from 6 to 9 p.m. on Tuesday, August 9th. The WIAA requires all high school athletes complete a physical before being allowed to compete. All right, coming up, Brewers string together a pair of wins to start the second half of the season. Will they make it 3 straight? More on their game next in sports.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
Brewers are making sure to keep some space between themselves and the Cardinals in the NL Central race. And with 2 straight wins over the Rockies, they've got a comfy 2-game lead. This afternoon, it's game 3 of 4. Now, they're up by a run in the 3rd inning. Hunter Renfroe provides more insurance. His 3rd straight game with a home run. But there's plenty of ball game left. The Rockies rally, then they actually take the lead. So it's Tyrone Taylor who answers the call this time. He goes on to tie it up with a solo shot. And now it's going to come down to the final frames. Tied up at 8, Andrew McCutchen, more like McClutchen, sends it over the center field's head to score 2. The Brewers make it 3 in a row. Sky Carp and Timber Rattlers getting a double dose of baseball this afternoon. Beloit takes game 1 of the doubleheader, trying to sweep it. Right now they lead 5-2 in the 8th. And at the Duck Pond, the Mallards trying to snap the 6-game skid, finishing up their series with the Rapid Rafters this afternoon. The Mallards trail 2-0 in the 6th. Final round of the Senior Open Championship. Jerry Kelly on the brink of first place. He comes into the day just one shot off the lead, but nothing seems to be going right for the Madison native. A tough outing for him. He finishes tied for 20th. Darren Clark shoots for par on the entire front nine and only cards one bogey this round to win the Senior Open. The final round of the 3M Open airing right here on CBS this weekend. Scott Piercy, the front runner coming into the day, but he slides down the leaderboard after a rocky back nine, 3 bogeys and a double bogey, and that's where Tony Finau dials up his play. Drains 4 birdies that helps him to a first place finish. Finau wins this year's 3M Open. And it's race day for Formula One, the 2022 French Grand Prix taking place off the top. Charles Leclerc leads the way, but on lap 18 he crashes out, slamming right into the tire wall. Now reports say that Leclerc is okay. This marks the 3rd time this season he has not finished a race. Max Verstappen is crowned the winner. It's his 7th victory this season. Also earning spots on the podium are Lewis Hamilton and George Russell.
Yeah, that's not a dry. I'm glad they're doing it because I do not trust myself.
I've always said that, and like I haven't really gotten a chance to watch the Formula One race series that's on Netflix and stuff, but from what I've been told, everyone just is like floored by what these guys are able to do. So props to them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Chicago, so I guess Chicago driving maybe isn't that much different.
There you go. I'm heading there tomorrow, so I'll probably be, you know, strapping in, ready to go.
There you go. Get your helmet on.
There we go.
All right, thanks, Jordan. We'll be right back.
In the heart of summer, young swimmers and divers compete in what has become the largest outdoor swim meet in the country.
I don't think we ever thought it was going to get to this big.
How Madison's All-City Swim Dive Meet has now been making a splash for 60 years.
Monday on News 3 Now at 6.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing families $5 grand more for their necessities. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Got my hair, got my head.
Introducing new One-A-Day Multi Plus, a complete multivitamin, plus an extra boost of support for your immunity, brain, and hair, skin, and nails. New One-A-Day Multi Plus.
When your springs break, we know that tomorrow is too late.
At Precision, we're prepared. We have everything that we need on the vehicle, fix just about any garage door the same day.
We need to take care of these issues right away and get you moving so that you continue on with your life.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I want to share my story so others can know that they are not alone.
When my mom and dad were first expecting, the pregnancy had complications and there was very little chance of survival. My mom's health was at risk too. She chose to end the pregnancy.
It was my decision, not some politicians.
Every woman should have the right to make her own decision. And I'll fight alongside you every step of the way until you do. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
What do you do when it's time to get the crew back together? You book it. And then you wine it, and then you dine it, and then you hike it. Whatever your reason, book direct at choicehotels.com.
It's, you know, it takes your breath away, you know, after all the humidity we've had, just to have a nice day. Actually, a pretty nice spell of weather shaping up. There's live view from the WISC Skycam. There's those puffy fair weather, cumulus clouds, kind of like a picture postcard. Rain, any rain up to the north right now. Looks like we'll stay dry pretty much for much of the week. Temperatures are right around 80 here in Madison, a little cooler to the north, mid-70s, but notice the dew points. They're in the 60s down toward the Illinois state line, but in the 50s up to the north. Look for a low tonight of about 56, high tomorrow 77.
Very comfortable. Thanks so much.